Real quick, guys, I was fortunate enough to be invited to talk with the Oscar expert and Brother Bro on their channel. So we talked about just Oscar speculations, not really predictions, but Oscar speculations, a bit of myself, how I got started, and the kissing booth. So you guys should go check them out. I'm sure you guys already know like who they are, but that video will be linked in the description anyways. So check it out. Well, here we are. It is the final Oscar predictions for the winners for the 2021 Oscars. It has been an insanely long award season, and I am kind of tired of talking about these movies, honestly. I am so sick of talking about No Man Land, Chicago 7. I want to talk about some new shit, but it is still the final predictions, so we're going to go through it. Now, a couple things to note as of when I'm recording this, there's a couple things that haven't come out yet that are kind of important to the race. One is the ACE Awards, so basically just the editing awards, because that race is still somewhat up in the air. So I'd like to see what happens there. And the Indie Spirit Awards, which happens like only a few days before the actual Oscars, so I'm not going to wait that long. But that potentially could give us a little bit of insight, at least into like maybe Best Actress. But regardless, everything else has pretty much happened already. So let's just get into it. All right, Best Picture. So this still doesn't feel exactly that interesting. A lot of the races feel somewhat secure now. But regardless, Best Picture, you are obviously predicting No Man Land. It has not lost anywhere big. It won the Globe of Drama, it won Critics' Choice, it won the BAFTA, it won PGA, it was not nominated at the SAG. So that's what you have to go with, and that's obviously what I'm going with. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos. I don't even remember which one it was. If there was a clear number two, maybe I would still say there could be a chance for an upset in this weird fucking year. But since there is no clear consensus number two, I am going with No Man Land. And a couple things to note about that is one, along with the Indie Spirit and ACE Awards, I forgot to mention anonymous ballots. I know some people just kind of chalk them up as nothing, but honestly, that kind of tipped me off about Parasite for Best Picture because I saw how much support it was getting. So I just want to throw that out there too. But No Man Land still feels pretty good. In terms of what's number two, honestly, and I'm not just like saying this, I still feel like it's Minari. Like, I still feel that, but I could just be like subconsciously biased to it. I really feel that it is second, which is weird because I feel like most people would probably say Promising Young Woman or Chicago 7. It's weird as a fan of Chicago 7, which I have no problem saying. Oddly enough, Chicago 7 winning SAG Ensemble feels like nothing. It just doesn't feel like anything. Like if Minari won SAG Ensemble, that would feel like a bigger deal. But because Chicago 7 won, I just don't. It doesn't feel like it's a big deal. So I don't know why, but I've talked about this too long. Best Picture, gotta go with No Man Land. Best Director, Chloe Zhao, No Man Land. Okay, let's continue. Best Actor in a Leading Role. Okay, so this is interesting. This is interesting. I still felt insanely confident that Chadwick Boseman is taking the Oscar after Anthony Hopkins won the BAFTA, but after talking with the Oscar expert and Brother Bro and just kind of scrolling through on Twitter, I'm starting to feel a little less confident in it, but only a little bit. And I'm still going with Chadwick Boseman here. I would maybe like right now I would probably give it 70-30%. That I guess that's what I would do. I just can't imagine people not wanting to reward Chadwick Boseman, but I'm kind of going back and forth in my head because one, as we know, Oscars really don't care about backlash. At least the voters don't. Maybe the organization as a whole they try to correct some wrongs or whatever, but they really don't care about backlash that much. And just from reading the few anonymous ballots, I'm not really seeing like an overwhelming passion for Chadwick Boseman. I feel like from what I've seen, it's really Hopkins or Riz Ahmed. But even with that being said, I am still gonna go with Chadwick Boseman right now. I reserve the right to change my mind. And if you want to know if I change my mind, follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description, or even on Letterboxd. So there you go. But Chadwick Boseman is my pick for now. Best Actress, aka biggest headache. I wouldn't be surprised if any of them won. Any of them. If Vanessa Kirby won the Oscar, I would be surprised, But would I be like shocked, like jaw on the floor? No. No, I wouldn't. Man, this is tough. So I mentioned this in my talk with the Oscar expert there. I don't really understand the Andre Day thing. I don't really understand it. Or, I mean, I understand it. I don't buy it. That's what I meant to say. I have a hard time believing Frances McDormand this whole time. I have been on the stance that she's great and she's great in this movie. She's already won. Here's a nomination. I felt similarly about Leo and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I know that's different because Leo didn't win anywhere. But I mean, Frances McDormand won the BAFTA. And it's like her only competition was Vanessa Kirby. And the BAFTAs love Nomadland. And if Carey Mulligan was nominated there, would she have won because of how well Promising Young Woman did? A bunch of stuff is going into it. I come down to Viola Davis and Carey Mulligan still. I do. And I'm leaning Viola Davis here just because it is like a transformation. And obviously she won SAG, which is a big deal and means more than Critics' Choice. But I'm staying with Carey Mulligan. I'm staying there. It doesn't feel that great, honestly, in my opinion. And it feels like she's maybe losing some steam, but it has a lot of support along with Nomadland. The Oscars didn't love Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I'm not going to spoil anything, but is Ma Rainey really going to win 3 or 4 Oscars? That seems kind of crazy considering it doesn't even have screenplay or picture. I'm going with Carey Mulligan. I'm doing it. I'm locking it in for now. And honestly, I feel like I'm voting with my heart on this one a little bit because obviously I do want to see her win. But if I've been predicting her and rooting for her during this whole precursor, right, during all the precursors, and if I change my vote to Viola Davis and then Carey Mulligan wins the Oscar, I'm going to hate myself. So I'm not going to even risk that. I'd rather just die with the ship, and I am dying on Carey Mulligan's ship. Sounds a little weird, but there it is. Supporting actor. Listen, it's Daniel Kaluuya. Like, who's even second? I still don't even know. Like, either Sacha Baron Cohen or Paul Raci. Daniel Kaluuya. He's not going to split with Lakeith. It's done. Daniel Kaluuya. Supporting actress. This is Ye Jung-yoon. I mean, I'm very happy that Minari's going to win something, right? Because I've been saying that. I've been worried it's going to walk away with nothing, which would just break my heart. But this one, Ye Jung-yoon, she won SAG, won BAFTA, arguably the 2 most important precursors there because there's a lot of overlap with the actual Oscars. I am absolutely cool with that. She is going to win. I'm not going to say she's going to win, but she is a clear front runner. The clear front runner. And that is my prediction. Shout out Bakalova. Let's get an easy one out the way. Best animated, Soul. Boom. Let's just continue. Adapted screenplay. Okay, this one's tough because it's between The Father and Nomadland. And man, this is tough. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go with The Father. I'm going to do it. I'm going to predict The Father here. I really have nothing to base The Father's win off of besides BAFTA, and it's probably going to bite me in the ass, but I don't care. I'm rolling with The Father here. Nomadland hasn't really lost anything besides the BAFTA, right? Even won USC. It's won all those other screenplay awards. I've felt this way from the beginning that it's such an unconventional screenplay winner. And I know, obviously, Nomadland has a ton of support, but so does The Father. So I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to go with The Father here. And I will say this. I should have said this at the beginning. Every single Oscar year, there's a surprise. There's a surprise somewhere. It's a surprise where you don't really expect it. You can say Olivia Colman winning over Glenn Close. I wouldn't even say Parasite winning Best Picture, but I'd say Bong Joon-ho winning over Sam Mendes for Best Director. Truly a surprise. A surprise is going to happen somewhere, and I don't think we're going to know where it is. Maybe it's Best Actor, but I don't know. We'll see. Original screenplay. This is Promising Young Woman's to lose. Promising Young Woman, Emerald Fennell has not lost besides the Golden Globe. It's won the Critics' Choice. It won WGA. It won BAFTA. It'd be kind of crazy if it didn't win. So, Promising Young Woman, that's the win. Okay, these categories are kind of out of orders, but Best Original Song, I'm going with Speak Now still. It is a good song, and it's Leslie Odom Jr., so that's that. Husavik should be winning, though. Original Score, Soul. Boom! It's Soul. Sorry. It's Soul. I love Minari's score. Mosseri's score is it's beautiful, but even I still prefer Soul's score. So it's gonna win. It's gonna win. I can't wait for me to look like a fucking dumbass on Oscar night. Best sound, Sound of Metal. I mean, what do you want me to say? Costume design. This is Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Ma Rainey just won the Costume Guild Awards, I believe, yesterday, and it hasn't really lost anywhere. So, Ma Rainey, costume design. Shouldn't really bet against it. Cinematography, Nomadland. It's Nomadland, completely deserved. I don't really know what else is to say about it, but Nomadland, that's the one. Documentary feature. It's fucking My Octopus Teacher, dude. It's My Octopus Teacher. It is like far and away the front runner. Just kind of crazy. Like, as someone who's not like who didn't love My Octopus Teacher, I think it's kind of hilarious that that's the one that's gonna win. At least it's looking likely. So, you know what? Cool. Like, I don't have strong feelings about this category, but yeah, My Octopus Teacher, that's the one you should bet on. Film editing. All right, this is one of the few toss-ups a little bit. I guess Sound of Metal is the front runner right now. I am interested to see what the Ace Awards do, or the Eddies. It's still between Sound of Metal and Chicago 7 for me. It's so weird that Sound of Metal is the front runner, and I don't say that to disparage it. I like Sound of Metal, okay, I do, but I don't know. I feel like they're kind of mixing the editing and the sound categories in with this, so it's a little weird. But as of now, I am gonna go with Sound of Metal to win best editing. But if the Ace Awards come out with like Chicago 7 or something, I might change my mind. So right now, Sound of Metal. International feature, this is Another Round, and I'm happy about that because Another Round's amazing. I still have not seen Quo Vadis Aida, and that's on Hulu, so I need to watch that before the Oscars, and I will. But yeah, Another Round. Don't bet against it. Best makeup, once again, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. That is the favorite to win, and it probably will. I mean, Pinocchio maybe could upset, but it's just looking like Ma Rainey's just too big a deal, you know. So that's cool. Production design. This is Mank. This is Mank's to lose, and it's not going to. It's won almost everything. So you can see how these races feel very clear already, right? There's not a lot of, mystery besides a few categories. So that, that's why I'm going through these kind of quick, because it's kind of obvious. Visual effects. This is Tenet. And nothing else. So could be The Midnight Sky, but the BAFTAs even went for Tenet. So it's not. I don't think it's gonna happen. And that's it. Those are your Oscar predictions right here. These are my final ones. I feel, I guess, pretty good about it. Almost a little too easy, but I guess that's how, these things always come about every year. A front runner has just emerged, and it just tends to stay that way. Once again, if I change my mind on anything, I will be posting about it on Twitter or even on Letterboxd. So check those out. Links in the description. Let me know what you guys think. Particularly in actress, editing, and let me know what you think about Best Actor, because I'm starting to waver a little bit, and I don't know if I'm being a little bitch, but I'm starting to waver. And adapted screenplay, let me know about that one too. And if any of you guys are crazy enough to predict a long shot in Best Picture, what are you predicting? That would be hilarious to find out. But yeah, I guess that's going to be it for the final Oscar predictions. I can't wait for the Oscars, and I can't wait for it to be done with, because I need new movies in my life. So there you go. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.